Stand with your feet hip-width apart and parallel. Knees soft, abs tight, chest lifted. Chin level, eyes straight ahead. Breathe in, get ready to warm up. Bend and raise. Bend and lift. Find the tempo, keep the beat. Rhythmic limbering on your feet. Double arm swing. Bend and straighten. Knees in line with feet. Arms swing back and front. Small bend in the knees. Single arm swing. Bend and straighten. Opposite arms back and front. Energy is up. New arms, cross and open. Bend knees, cross arms in front, straighten legs. Lift arms to shoulder height. Rhythmic knee bends all the way. Last 5, 4, 3. Lateral lift, follow arms. Bend and straighten. Lift leg to side. Keep hips level and shoulders down. Building up to jumping jacks and jump. Jump together, tap to the side, easy knees, staying tall. Remove the jump, lateral lift, reversing the sequence, working back to the first. Arms down and up. Leg lifts to the side. Last 5, 4, remove the lift and plant the feet, bending the knees. Feet in place, arms down and up, warming up muscles and core. New direction, single arm swing. Easy movement, front and back, shoulders leading the way. Gentle twist in the torso, hips to the front. Last 5, 4, double arm swing. Swing back and forth. Rhythmic knee bends, not too deep, aligned with feet. Legs only now. Add the left. Energized and warmed up. Ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, body is ready to hop, jig, and jump. Good job. Come center and breathe. Pick up 2 small weights for 8 reps of hip hinge and reverse fly. Stand with feet hip-width apart and parallel. Align the spine, pulling the shoulder blades down. Hinge forward. Lift weights, elbows in line with shoulders, and straighten back up. Hips, then knees bend. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as you lift the arms. Elbows rounded, palms facing back. Face forward, face down. Working the muscles of the buttocks, the spine, and the shoulder blades together. Last 1. Well done. Set down the weights for the first cardio interval. Step hop. Feet hip-width apart, elbows bent close to your sides, right step forward and hop. Left knee to hip height, step back left, together right. Change lead foot and alternate sides. Swing arms in opposition, close to your sides. Elbow bent to shoulder height, loose fists. Last 1. Let's jig. Jump in place, feet hip-width apart, hands on the hips, then hop on one leg, extending the other on a diagonal. Dig heel into floor, point toe to the ceiling. Last 1, jump and twist. With feet together, arms out to the sides, contract abs and jump up, rotating hips to one side. Work those obliques. Land with knees bent, upper body stays tall, shoulders face front. Pick up 1 large weight for 6 reps of lunge and twist. Staggered lunge position, weight centered. Holding 1 weight horizontally in front of your waist, twist. Reach the weight to little toe. Return to start and lift weight above opposite ear, elbows bent. Keep your shoulders square to the front, eyes forward. When you switch sides, press the back heel into the floor, foot straight, bending the knees. Lift back heel up, keeping the ankle straight. Reach the weight down. Then passing through center, reach high on a diagonal. Working obliques, legs, lats, shoulders, and core. One more. Nicely done. Set down the weight for cardio. Step hop. Feet hip-width apart, elbows bent close to your sides, right step forward and hop. Left knee to hip height, step back left, together right. Change lead foot and alternate sides. Swing arms in opposition, close to your sides. Elbow bent to shoulder height, loose fists. Last one. Let's jig. Jump in place, feet hip-width apart, hands on the hips, then hop on one leg, extending the other on a diagonal. Dig heel into floor, point toe to the ceiling. Last one, jump and twist. With feet together, arms out to the sides, contract abs and jump up, rotating hips to one side. Work those obliques. Land with knees bent, upper body stays tall, shoulders face front. No weights necessary for side squat jump, 4 reps on each side. Legs together. Step wide to the side. Squat, jump, return. Other side. Bend knees over toes, then jump straight up. Spring from both feet. For a solid landing, land with knees bent, aligned over feet. Your weight centered. Jumping strengthens the bones, especially the hip. Last one. Get ready for cardio number 3. Step hop. This movement recruits the major muscles of the legs, quads, hamstrings, and glutes, as well as the calves. Remember, roll through the foot when you land, and reach a long leg when you step back. The shoulders are working to keep your arms pumping. Abdominals engage to keep your spine straight. Jig. Jumping is joyful, reminds us of youth, and keeps our bones strong, preserving our health as we're growing older. Jump and twist. This is a great core workout. Twisting targets the obliques, trimming the waist and slimming the torso. All the muscles of the trunk are working to keep your posture tall. Pick up 2 small weights for 8 reps of balance and press. Feet parallel, holding weights by the shoulders, palms in. Extend one arm to ceiling and lift opposite knee to hip height. Balance for a moment, then step in place, alternating sides. Engage your glutes to keep hips level. Draw the elbow straight down, stacking it under the shoulder close to your side. Pull up and lengthen through the spine to maintain your balance. Last 2. Set the weights down for the 4th cardio interval. Step hop. If you want to work harder, when your knees come up, kick that leg out before stepping back. The higher you kick and the higher you hop, the more intense the work. If you're fatiguing, just lower your knee, remove the hop, or take out the arms. Do a jig. To increase the intensity, spring higher. To lower the intensity and catch your breath, step out with a heel dig and just keep the bounce in your knees. Jump and twist. To increase the work, as you twist to one side, reach both arms to the other, shoulders square to the front. To decrease the work, just rest your fingertips on your shoulders. Pick up 2 large weights for 12 reps of plie and curl. Wide stance, turned out, palms forward. Bend knees and elbows. Knees over toes, elbows close to the sides. Lifting the weights toward your shoulders. As you straighten arms and legs, press through the heels, squeezing inner thigh and glutes. Control the weights as you lower them against gravity. Last 3, 2, 1 more. Good job. You're doing great. Prepare now for the last cardio interval. Step hop. By doing regular cardio, you will increase your stamina and energy levels. Learn how to measure how hard you're working by taking your heart rate and knowing the score. You should be working in your training range. Switch to jig. Short cardio intervals train your heart to work in the upper end of your heart rate training range. But if you're working too hard to complete the exercise, you should lighten up but continue to move. Jump and twist. You're working too hard if you're unable to speak, and not hard enough if you're able to sing. Breathing follows the pace. Pick up 2 small weights for the last resistance exercise, 12 lateral lifts. Feet hip-width apart, knees bent. Straighten your legs, lifting one to the side. As you raise both arms to shoulder height, palms down. Return to start, bending the knees, hips squared. Alternate legs, lifting both arms every time. Your arms should be straight but not stiff. Side legs and shoulders working together. Set the weights down and get your mat for your cool down. For flat back stretch, stand up straight with your hands on your hips. Bend forward from the hip until your back is parallel to the floor. Keep your knees straight, but not locked. Always remember to stretch the muscles you've worked. Here you should be feeling a stretch in the hamstrings. Next, spinal twists. Reach one hand across your body to the opposite foot and lift the other arm straight up to the ceiling, palm forward. Look up at your hand. Hold. Then switch sides. Press through the heel of the supporting hand and reach up to the fingertips of the extended arm. You may be more comfortable resting your supporting hand on your ankle. Keep your hips level. To target the glutes, bend the knees now and reach back with the hips until at knee level and reach both arms forward. Keep your back flat and parallel to the floor. Look down so that your head and neck are in alignment with the spine. For arms and leg lifts, kneel on all fours, wrists beneath shoulders, knees under hips. Lift one leg to the back, keeping the knees straight, then reach the opposite arm forward. The leg should be at hip height, the arm at shoulder level. Hold, then switch sides, repeating 3 times on each side, holding each stretch for about 10 seconds. Focus on keeping a right angle at the knee and hip. Be sure to keep your nose down, head and neck aligned with the spine. Your shoulders and hips should be level, torso parallel to the floor. Fully extend the arms and the legs, stretching and strengthening the core muscles at the same time. Repeat once more on each side, breathing and lengthening. Moving into a calf stretch. Keep the arms planted and extend one leg behind, placing toes on the floor and pressing the heel back. Hold. Then switch legs. This is especially good to do after jumping. Arches and curves. Kneeling on all fours, lift up your head and your hips, curving the spine. Then drop the head and tuck the hips under. Rounding the spine up to the ceiling, arching your back. Repeat arches and curves 3 times in all. Sit back into child's pose. Pressing your palms into the floor, reach your hips towards your heels. Feel a stretch in the chest and shoulders, the lats and back. Keep the elbows off the floor to get the best stretch. Take deep breaths and sink deeper into the position with every exhale. Congratulations on finishing your workout. Go get a drink of water.